Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, guys. Today, I want to give you a scenario. Okay, imagine this is the year 3094. Why I choose that, I don't know. 3094. 90% of the Muslim community has been overrun, and they are now under the government of a group of authoritarian leaders. These people impose their own understanding of Islam upon everybody. They are controlling, they are the leaders, okay? They are the authority of 90% of the Muslim population. Also, they are in charge of education because it's an authoritarian state. So, education, everything is censored. Everything is in charge. They are in charge of everything, okay? Meaning, they are the ones that will put the teachers that are going to teach, they're going to monitor the kind of things that those teachers are teaching. And guess what? Those people that are in authority, what is the Akida? Totally opposite of what you have today. Probably they are Mu'tazila or whatever. All those names that you know, all those Niyya, Batiniya, whatever Niyya that you know, this is their own Akida and this is their own understanding and this is what they are teaching the people. Such that almost everybody is following it. And whenever anyone makes objection to them, all they tell them is, Atiullah wa Atiu Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. Okay? So say, follow the people, the authorities among you. Now, the question is this. Imagine you are writing a letter to somebody in that time. It's just hypothetical. What would you advise the person to do? Would you advise him to conform to what everybody is doing? Or what should he do? Become a rebel? Become a quote-unquote innovator? What should that person do? Whatever answer you give to this, I'm going to show you why this is relevant, even today. Okay? So you have a person, he's just giving birth to near 3094. While he's growing up under that state. He's growing up under that rule. And he's trying to follow. Remember, the madrasa that he's going, he has been taught by these people. Everything that he's been taught, all his environment, they are all following this understanding. How would he ever know the one you think is the truth today? The one you think is absolutely true. How would that person in that time, growing up in that environment, how would he ever know that this is the right belief? Mind you, probably they even close off the history. Like they never tell those people that there were some people like us in the past that believed there were Asharis and Atharis and quote-unquote Sunnis like this. So what would you advise that person living in that time to do? Because if you believe the hack, and definitely what they have been taught is not the hack, how would they ever find out what is the hack? What is the truth? How would they ever find out? If your answer is conform, like if your answer you are giving today to everybody, okay, you have to conform to whatever the authorities say. We have to conform, everything conform. Would those people, should they conform to? You will say no, they shouldn't conform. Somehow they are supposed to know the truth. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking somehow they have the fitrah and somehow they will not be on misguidance. They will just, it will be distasteful to them. When they hear about something, they'll be like, this is not right? You're expecting them to know, even, what's it called? Without anybody telling them, they should be able to sense it. Or maybe God should guide them or something, right? Now, the reason why I'm showing you this story is that many people growing up in that time, unless they use their reason, they will never get out of it. They will never get out of that situation. And if they continue to conform, they will just conform to whatever they are growing up with. They will never know what is the truth. According to you, we are using your standards. Because somehow, if you study Islamic history, you see like this has actually happened at some point. There will be some kind of state where maybe the Shias are in charge, or the Sunnis are in charge, or the Asharis were in charge, or the Atharis were in charge. Majority. Such that they were in charge of schools that children go to. So if I'm born in Saudi, for instance, I will go to the madrasa that is Salafi or Athari or Hanbali, for instance, If I go to somewhere else, if I was born somewhere else, if I was born in Iran, if I was born in Iran, I will grow up a Shia. There's no there's no way. What do you mean? How am I supposed to not grow up Shia? While you're growing up, your brain is developing. You don't know anything yet. All the things you're hearing is what you end up building. That's how you build your bias. That's what I call it. You are building your bias because your environment influences you, the kind of people that taught you. You might not understand this, but especially when your brain, your mind is tender, that's when those things that you're sucking in, that's how you're building your bias. So that when you meet somebody from the other side, you will never understand why they don't understand this. But until and unless you calm down and you say, let us drop all our biases, let us drop them, and let us reason. And whoever doesn't follow reason is wrong. That's the only way we can get out of this. Anyone that his own theory doesn't make sense, that's the person that we are not going to follow. Because how do we know we are not being lied to? How do we know that we're not just conforming? Just like somebody that is living under an authoritarian rule where they have control over all the places of education that you can go to learn. How do you know that you're not in that situation right now? Unless you are already presupposing that you have the truth. This is also something. You're already assuming that I have the truth, of course. Like, I'm already done looking for truth. Like, what's the point? What are you talking about? But those people in that time too, that's what they would think. They would think like, well, of course we have the truth already. Like, okay, bring your claims. Let's just examine what you're saying too. They will never know. That's why you have to. And imagine this. I'm just talking intra-Islamic. That's even intra-Islamic discussion. It can even go outside. Imagine someone born in a Christian household, in a Christian state, in a Christian family. How would they ever know that what they have is wrong? How would they ever know that? Unless they drop their biases. Unless they stop conforming. The idea of let's conform. Okay? If you conform, you can conform to anything. That's what you do if you conform. But those that examine, those that say, let's examine truthfully. And if it becomes clear to us that something doesn't look right, something doesn't fit, something is not right somewhere, we are going to be honest and say, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. We're not going to be scared to affirm it. That, no, we don't believe that. If you have not gotten to that level, you're just at the stage of let's conform. You're not original. It's not about being original, by the way. It's not about that. It's about the truth. Imagine I was born in a Christian household, or I was born in that time, the 3,000 years that I told you. If my ideology, my methodology is let's conform to the majority, or let's conform to the authority, or let's conform to what I've been taught, or let's conform to what everybody's saying, then you are astray because you have two contradictory ideas. If two people in those places conform, one of them will be obviously wrong. But if they use reason, you see like people start coming closer. Ideas start. You start dropping unnecessary stuff. Okay, it's not an easy task, but I think that's the only way you can find out. That's the only way you can even try. That's an attempt. That's your attempt to trying to find the truth objectively. So anyway, this is just an advice to anybody that is still at that level of saying we conform. Anytime an objection is raised and you just say I conform, like, oh, that's who we are. We are these people. Not necessarily. You didn't come up with these laws or these theories. Some people did. Okay? And you're just wearing it as a badge of honor. It's not necessarily that you even understand why. You're just saying, this is what we believe. Why couldn't someone else do that? Think about that. And that's what I mean. See, it's not just, there are some dawah stuff I cannot do. I cannot go and start quoting Bible verses and saying this. I can't do that anymore. When I started, I would try to do it. It didn't fit me. I'm like, nah, I can't do that because it's cringy. Really, it's cringy. Some things are like weird, man. Anyway, guys, I don't want to talk about this anymore, but this is just an interesting idea. Imagine if the Mu'tazila were the ones in charge. Okay? Imagine if it was some other quote-unquote heretical groups that were in charge of the Muslim world. Should we conform to them? Wouldn't you say no? Would we use the idea of ijma? What if they did a ijma all around the world of the Mu'tazila? and they all agree that this is the understanding of the right understanding, and anybody that disagree is a heretic, that we can even put him, we can kill him, bro. They can do anything to that person, literally. But the point is, you see, like you know, right now you have a particular akida, you have one that you think is the correct one, right? What would imagine you are born in the other one that you don't like, and you are being taught, and everybody is being forced, not forced really, but everybody is saying it. Everybody you know. How would you ever know that it's not correct? You have to use your reason at the end of the day. Many people they don't like to acknowledge reason. They think, you're using your opinion. Whose opinion should I use? Like, are you the one? Am I not the one that is trying to find salvation? Am I not the one that is going to be responsible for myself on the day of judgment? Why should I not follow my own opinion? You see, there's a difference between someone that is just looking for an easy way out and somebody that is trying to find the truth. Okay? Easy way out will be someone just looking for any excuse to do the wrong. Okay? But when you see someone that is a scholar, someone that is trying to imagine calling Imam Abu Hanifa the people of innovation. What's it called? The people of opinion, the people that they follow their own whims and desire. Imam Abu Hanifa or Hanafi school, you call them that? Why would you do that? You think they are really trying to not be Islamic? No. They're just trying to see like this is unnecessary. Why should we do that? What is the essence of this law in the first place? Is it to be followed literally or not? It's not necessarily everybody like that is following their own desires and all these kind of things that you say. Rhetorics, all of them. Anyway, what I'm showing you is that I'm proving to you that reason at the end of the day is what you appeal to. When you meet somebody on the street and you try to convince them to follow you, do you just tell them to come, or you try to make them think? Do you see that thinking? What do you mean think? If someone is not even ready, what do you mean think? Okay? Think, what if you are not the one thinking? Like, imagine a Christian comes to you and tells you, brother, please think about what I have here. Please think about it. And you're like, I've thought about it and it doesn't make sense, right? That's what you say. I've thought about it and I don't agree with it. I still stick to my own way, right? Okay? Someone is calling you to think too. So it's not just that. There's more to thinking. There's more to it than just saying we conform or even thinking. Because that's what we don't like philosophy. We don't like all this stuff. What it does actually is that you tend to like think clearly. Okay, you're able to examine people's claims much more clearly. You are able to understand what is the whole point of all of this. Okay, see, I'm just ranting on this video, but I think I've already gone past the normal length of the video. Let me see what you guys think in the comment section about this whole issue. Okay, I'm just going to drop it like that. Sorry if I rambled or I went off the tangent to something else. Sorry about that. So let me see what you think in the comment section. See you guys later. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.